They're doing it. They're actually defending the throne here. This is probably one of the most epic games I've seen in a very, very long time. All right, here we go. I'm pretty excited about this one. This one is going to be a little bit of a flashback to True Sight. We got a lot of LGD and Team Spirit players in this one. A heavily stacked C-Pub. And just to go over some of the players in this game, first and foremost, we got Collapse here, playing Magnus. Warming the Magnus up for TI. Magnus ended up getting some buffs. Maybe it'll be back for Team Spirit for another run for that XIA08. We will see. Then outside of that, Toronto Tokyo is actually playing on his Smurf here, playing carry this game. And then the mid lane here for the Dire here. Who's playing mid this game? You are dead to me. Who is this guy? It looks like he's the only pubber here. I don't know him. But otherwise, right here, you got Y from LGD. Faith Beyond, supporting Collapse. Before we continue, I just wanted to give a shout out to NordVPN for sponsoring this video. For me, I use NordVPN all the time when I was in China, and you know, they make jokes about like the Great Firewall of China. I was unable to connect to like YouTube, I wasn't able to connect to Twitch, Twitter, whatever it might be. And if you're in a situation like that, you definitely need a quality VPN, a fast VPN to be able to like get the speeds you need to be able to watch your shows, to connect to the internet and stuff like that. I've also used NordVPN as well while doing video games. So there was a time where I was playing Lost Ark before it came to America, playing on the Russian servers. I couldn't play without a VPN. So getting a VPN helped me out a lot with that. So now would be a good time to go to nordvpn.com/feardota to help not only me, but also get yourself in touch with one of the best VPNs on the market. And right now, it's totally risk-free. You get a 30-day money-back guarantee, and that's for the tier 2-year plan, and the first 4 months are free. So highly recommend them. Go check them out, nordvpn.com/feardota, and go ahead and sign up for that. In the offlane, Faith Beyond, the offlane player for LGD, supporting Collapse's Magnus. And the Toronto Tokyo will be carrying this game on the Faceless Void, and you are dead to me. Not sure who he is. Just a pub player. I am our pub player MC. Playing the mid Monkey King on his master tier Monkey King. Seems like that's a hero that a lot of people are master tier on. But on the Radiant squad, we will be having star-studded players as well. The Treant Protector here. You might not look like much to you just by looking at this name, but this is your boy XIA08. Legendary captain, currently the captain of LGD, also a legendary player, TI winner. XIA08. And we also have Ame, again here, Ame playing carry, the Drow Ranger, so this is an Ame XIA08 lane. The carry of LGD and the coach laning together against other TI winners, Faith Beyond and Collapse. There's a lot of high skill in this lane for sure, and keep an eye on it. Meanwhile, in the mid lane here, we have Dark Magu, South American player, very talented South American player playing for Thunder Predator. And then last but not least, we have SCCC here. It's been a while. I haven't seen him in a while. I don't know if he's been playing professionally or not, but he's playing offlane in this game, being supported by just high MMR pub player. So there's only 2 players in this game that aren't like really well known. And that'll be it for the introductions here. So taking a look at the laning stage here. XIA08 Treant Protector with Drow, very strong lane. Pairing pretty much any ranged hero with Treant Protector is like really good, because like you get tons of harass on. You'll see how Ame here is putting a lot of harass on the Collapse here. And XIA08 will pop out every once in a while with the Nature's Grasp, just to allow Ame to get more right clicks off and more damage. And we'll see it again here. Like more harass, more damage. Ame's gonna put out as much damage as he can. They kind of need it all in here, but Collapse is here. He does get the skewer back a little bit, and it looks like they will actually kill the XIA08 here. Meanwhile, Toronto Tokyo got first blood in the top lane here, and we'll see what happened with that one. For Toronto Tokyo, it's the time dilation. Oh, 2 spells are on lock here from Toronto Tokyo. We'll just get the kill here. Trying to trade off and get a kill, so very close. Either way, Dire would have got first blood there. But Toronto Tokyo will be taking the first blood, and XIA08 will be dying as well. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, this matchup, it is very, very, very Monkey King favored. Like, it's, you know, he must have last picked this Monkey King just to counter pick Dark Mago on his Ember Spirit here. So, not much you can do here. You're gonna see he's gonna stack up 2, 3, 4, and then he's got a Boundless Strike available. But Dark Mago trying to outplay him. Doesn't really work out here. And he's gonna get one more proc. He goes for it. Playing with fire here. The mischief dodge. But meanwhile, I think I missed a kill over here. And it's just a Skywrath just solo killing. I believe that is Y. Yeah, it is Y. Plus 5 player for LGD. And solo killed there. Going back to this mid matchup here. Monkey King playing very aggressively here. Dark Mago doing really well in this lane though. Like, to be a mid player, I feel like you kind of got to be a little crazy. You know, like everyone just sits at like, you know, 10% HP all the time, and you know they know they're fine, right? For the most part. Someone has to mess up pretty badly. The Monkey's going in. He may have made a mistake here. Then the Monkey King gets solo killed by Ember Spirit in the middle lane. That just should not happen. Like, just simply put, that should not happen. Meanwhile, at the same time, looks like another death for SCCC will happen on the top lane. CS-wise, let's take a look at the creep score here. Mid lane, Ember Spirit has caught up to CS and solo killed the Monkey King, so he's now winning this lane technically, but the problem with this lane is it doesn't get any easier for Ember. At some point, you're just going to want to get runes and get out of there. On the bot lane here, Magnus. Collapse Magnus, not just any Magnus, but Faith Beyond Witch Doctor will bring down XIA08 on his Treant Protector. Meanwhile, CS-wise, 21 CS on the Drow, 19 on the Magnus. Lane is fairly even. I mean, I think Ame is really happy here, but you do have to keep in mind that Collapse has got a kill, so that's helped him a bit too, but not enough, as you're going to see. The Radiant side has all 3 top net worths here. And this just appears to be an action-packed game here. Y in Toronto, Tokyo versus SCCC. You would imagine this top lane should be the weakest for the Radiant. This is a pub player in SCCC versus 2 TI winners. The CM will just solo kill the Skywrath here. Y getting easy solo kill. But SCCC will turn it and get a kill of his own here. And Toronto Tokyo is pretty low here as well now. Once Axe gets this Vanguard, I feel like there's probably not much, unless there's a rotation from Ember Spirit, or sorry, Monkey King. Just the mid laner in general, being able to rotate and kill Axe. And if you're playing versus an Axe that's really fat and you're a carry player as well, generally you want to call your mid laner to come deal with him while he's just cutting waves with Vanguard. He's like a piggy bank, just waiting to be, or Pinata better actually, just waiting to just be opened up all that net worth. Top lane, XIA08 going in with Ame.
Hey, thanks.
Going back to the mid lane here. Monkey King 23-8, Ember Spirit 20-5. But Skywrath is coming. There's no Boundless Strike because of the silence. There's just too much damage. Looks like Sims on the Skywrath will get that kill. They'll try to punish because they see the Skywrath mid going in immediately onto SCCC, Toronto, Tokyo. Trying to get some bashes. Where's the bashes? He needs the bash, look! They're gonna go in. One more Frostbite. And they'll get it. No. Oh, no, no. Poor Faceless Void. Not worth it for Faceless Void there. As his lane is pushing in. And I don't even think he got the kill. He did not. So, a little sad there. 2 versus 1. And you're going to see Axe, he's just going to TP back to a full wave of experience. Meanwhile, Faceless Void, I think he missed about 2 waves there. And giving the laughs because he's not too happy about it. He's just laughing it off. But what can you do? But meanwhile, in the bottom lane, this is a crazy laning stage. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, every single lane simultaneously is, like, dying. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane here, Collapse and Faith Beyond. Oh, just a very collapsing greedy for that kill, and Ame just punishing him. So Collapse has went for the Falcon Blade Rush this game. I know at TI he was going like arcane boots into mech a lot, into the blink dagger, into like the legendary shard purchase. That has been nerfed quite a lot. Interesting to see how he's going to adapt his Magnus play to the patch, because I would say like at TI a big part of their success was Collapse just being on point with those like horn toss skewers. It was actually insane. Can't really do that anymore. You can BKB through it, you can Manta, you can Hex him, you can Force Staff. There's a lot of stuff you can do through it now. So interesting to see how he's going to adapt his Magnus play to this patch. And especially going into TI, because he is playing this hero a lot more in pubs now, it looks like. Either way, Ame leading the charge here in net worth and in CS. 41-10 to Collapse's 27-3. With the help of XIA08's Treant Protector, really just helping Ame get a nice laning stage going here. And then the top lane, this one's a little surprising. Toronto Tokyo went off to a great start, got the first blood, but CS-wise, a big part of that dive bottom to kill the Axe and missing 2 waves is like why I said that wasn't worth it, but he's got 19 CS to Axe's 36, 37, and probably 38 CS. So, looking rough here, as Y has now abandoned him under the tower. He can't even come up for this, and Axe will probably just cut the wave here. And if Void ever comes up, they will try and pressure him, most likely. And here they go. But there's a TP coming in from the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor has arrived. Level 2 Maledict is there, but that's all he has mana for. And the armor, living armor actually, from XIA08 here, gonna be on SCCC here. Gonna help him get out the call. 2-man call. Ame has arrived, actually. He's made the rotation out of the safe lane. He's Cam, he's level 6. 4 heroes. Monkey King was actually here too. I don't know what happened to him. Let's see what happened here. Ame just instantly sees action up here, TP's up. This is a really nice play. I like it. Oh, so they see the Monkey King. Immediately go onto him here. Just misses the Culling Blade. Barely out of range there. Now 4 heroes from the Dire squad are just stuck here. Let's see what they can do with it. Meanwhile, Collapse is just farming. Dark Mago has arrived on his Ember Spirit, level 7. And Faith Beyond will go down. Meanwhile, they're going for Y as well. Sims has found Y. Dark Mango comes in, SCCC. Also, trying to get a Culling Blade stack here. Just give him the stack, boys. Give him the stack. And Ame's like, nah. And gives him the ha-ha. Because like, every time you get a kill with this, you get permanent armor, guys. Permanent armor. It's worth it to kill still with Axe now. So he just missed 2 kills. But he otherwise would have got armor. And that really helps Axe snowball as a hero. Let's do some quick math here. Yep, he has opted not to get RP at level 6 here. He indeed has 6 skill points already put in. 1 skewer, 2 shockwave, and now he's just going straight into empower. I would agree with this, especially because his lane was like not the greatest. It wasn't necessarily bad, but like it just, he was not free farm, right? He was not free farm. So now he's just gonna opt to just focus on his farm for now. Meanwhile, XIA08 gets caught out by the 2 supports here and will fall.
This'll come in handy.
Alright, Monkey King. Found Dark Mago. He'll just go for the proc here. Oh! He didn't follow up here. Monkey King didn't know his team was there either. Dark Mago cuts the tree down. Monkey King, he's getting low. Can he proc again? Alright, there is a remnant out. And it looks like that'll be enough to get the kill. The Monkey King will die. The high skill pubber kills the other high skill pubber. Meanwhile, Y is on the retreat here. He's got some raindrops, but I think this will be the first armor. Oh no! He didn't get the Culling Blade. Alright, no armor for SCCC. Sorry. Not today. Little unlucky here for SCCC on his Axe. As both supports go down for the Dire squad. Faith Beyond and Y will fall. Radiant still controlling the net worth. I say that, but Collapse just overtook Dark Mago here. But it is as expected for the mid-ember, kind of like your Space Maker. XIA08 here. Beautiful RP by Collapse. That was like frame perfect, I feel. I want to look at that again. Like the range in which this RP. It's like, I feel like XIA08 was on like the near, and he even turned. Like, let's take a look. Pretty good. Like, he was on the edge there. This guy knows his like limits as a Magnus for sure. Like, the thing that makes this really good for me though is like, he even does the turn here. He turns. Because if XIA08 would have kept walking, he would have like literally been on the direct edge of that, and I don't even know if that would have hit. It would have been super close, but you know, I trust Collapse here. That probably still would have hit. Just in the range. This is like his utmost signature hero. So that kill's pretty big. Treant Protector with his living armor. He would have kept living down here, kept armoring up the tower, being a nuisance, but with him being dead and the catapult wave here, looks like they will just get this tower, which is gonna open up the map for Collapse to farm even more. And continue to go for, it looks like a Blink Dagger is his choice here. Alright, in the mid lane here, XCC roaming. They found Dark Magu, the two supports, getting really low. And it looks like they will kill Dark Magu here. Faith Beyond, also, they're beating up their coach here. Why in Faith Beyond killed the coach? Meanwhile, there's a buyback from Dark Magu to get revenge for XIA08 here. And they get a return double kill with Dark Magu. I think this early in the game, a buyback for that definitely is worth it. Right, Falcon Blade, Dragonlance up for Ame. They're going to siege the mid tower here. Some really good rotations here from XCC and Ame. Not just sitting in their lane and farming and like making things happen on the map here. Meanwhile, you see Collapse just kind of AFK farming, which is the other route you can go, and I think it's totally fine. But you'll see how Collapse, him just AFK farming, has allowed him to get his Blink Dagger at 12 minutes, and now a second in net worth here. As a price for this, though, you're going to see that the Monkey King is struggling very hard on the net worth right now. This is not where you want to be as a Monkey King mid lane versus an Ember Spirit, a matchup you're supposed to be dominating. So a little bit of liability here for the Dire here. Because this hero does not recover extremely well. Well, with Empower, he might, to be honest with you, so there's always that. But for now, not having the laning stage that he really wanted to have. Collapse in Toronto, Tokyo. See XIA08. Alright. Hits the skewer. Just uses the RP. Gets the kill. Secures the kill. Kappa. And that is the second RP used. Both used on XIA08. Identifying the threat here. Making sure he is kept down. But in all seriousness, they just wanted to make sure this area is all their farm and they don't want any of Radiant heroes farming down there for now. But in the meanwhile, you'll see that the Radiant took over the mid tower, so that was a really good trade there. Alright. Collapse goes in, does not get the skewer back. There's an RP. No RP, sorry, Chrono was used. Hits two. Monkey King gets the stun. Skewer's there as well. Dark Magu, that's a dieback. So he's gonna be dead for 60 seconds now. Even with the Falcon Blade, infused raindrops. Still low on mana here. And Siamora. Very interesting. So it looks like Collapse is still going for the shard build here. Even after all the nerfs. Still deems this is the correct item to go. Force Staff into the shard. Or maybe he'll go the shard first. We'll have to see. Alright, smoke from the Radiant. They see Collapse farming in the middle. XCC. He's got the blink. But Collapse is too fast on the fingers. Blinks out. Oh, the Monkey King gets caught out a little bit here, but XCC misses the blink call. And he will just be A-okay. I mean, I'm getting TI flashback vibes here. Meanwhile, hold on. Dark Magu's coming in. No Chronosphere. They're gonna think twice. I'm gonna back out. Collapse was AFK farming for 12 minutes, right? They were down 3k gold, but the moment he got his Blink Dagger, he killed XIA08 on the bottom lane. Twice, actually. Went mid. Got more kills. Continuously racking up these kills with this Blink Dagger. And this is pre-shard. We're gonna have to see what happens when he gets shard. But versus Ember Spirit, it might be hard because you can remnant out of the Horn Toss. You should be able to. Ember is always going to be a bit of a hard kill, I think. Unless there's like a Boundless Strike immediately in. Alright, Faith Beyond just using the shard here. That thing costs 150 mana. 3 seconds. Alright, there's the stun we talked about. Into a root. RP. Yep, RP will be securing the kill here as Dark Magu will go down yet again, being greedy, farming this mid lane, trying to push his limits as an Ember Spirit. But as I mentioned before, one Boundless Strike could be the death of you, seeing as there is also Max Frostbite build on Y here, which is the correct response to any Spirit mid, honestly. It's really nice control having that long duration route. Meanwhile, XCCC, they got basically, okay, they have vision here. Collapse goes in, instantly silenced by the Skywrath. He is a little tanky though. He's got some HP, but Ame's here from the high ground, shooting Collapse. He will kill him. Skywrath goes down as well. The Sentry Ward is dewarded here. The Dragon Lance, actually the Hurricane Pike is completed here from Ame. Still a decent trade here, or is it? XCCC is going in onto the Monkey King. Boundless Strike is there. XCCC will go down as Ame also gets clipped by Chronosphere here too. And it looks like, can this Hurricane Pike save him? It doesn't look like it. Looks like he will go down. Toronto Tokyo gives the wave rather, wanting a high five here. And he broke the tree actually. As sort of a buyback now from the axe. Overgrowth from XIA08 going in. And looks like XCCC really wants to kill the Monkey, but Monkey, he can press Q on the wave here if he wants here, but there's a lot of heroes. You gotta do it fast, you're gonna get silenced, my friend. Does not get it off. Will get Culling Blade down. That's his first little bit of armor here. So with the buybacks here from XCCC, they will turn this fight around as Toronto Tokyo tries to get the last... Oh, okay. Collapse will secure the last couple creeps there and guarantee his farm there. All right, Shard is online for Collapse here. This is what you got to look out for. How many kills can Collapse secure with the skewer backs with the horn toss? Seeing as there's no help here from his team, I doubt he'll do much. Going to Force Staff next for Collapse here. Y on his Crystal Maiden. I mean, dreams of a Wraith Pact. And then we have an interesting build here from the Witch Doctor of Faith Beyond, just going straight. All right, they're going onto the Monkey King. Horn toss is there. Brings back 2 into an RP. And Witch Doctor just annihilates them both with the cask. Very, very patient from Collapse there to get 2 kills. And that's a dieback for XCCC, and XIA08 will also go down. Talking about the build here, he's gonna go Aetherlands into an Octarine Core. Looks like he's gonna play a lot around his Death Ward here. Maybe he'll go an Aghanim Scepter as well, and just playing around the team fight. Manta Style is online here though for the Faceless Void. It looks like I guess he didn't notice that on the Sky. He thought he was gonna get a free kill on Void, but Manta was online and he just got jebaited. So Sky goes down too. Meanwhile, Faith Beyond. They found XIA08. The Death Ward is there. Well, that is his shard, but it's still enough. It looks like XIA08 will go down as well as they connect on everyone. It looks like Dire's starting to use some team play. Even though Radiant like dominated the laning stage here, as far as these team fights go, they are falling far behind here. As Toronto Tokyo, Collapse, Y, and Faith Beyond, that's a lot of big names on one team, are outmaneuvering the team of XIA08, XCCC, Dark Mago, and Ame. And each team has a respective, like, just not pro player, pub player, and that's a Skywrath Mage and the Monkey King. Both of which are having some a rough game. I'd say Sky's doing okay, to be honest with you, but the Monkey King definitely had a bit of a rough game. But he does have Empower now, and he does have a BKB. Just realizing he just needs to survive and have a purpose in this game. Going for just the bare essential items, the Orb of Corrosion and BKB. Meanwhile, in the backline, as I'm rambling, looks like there was a smoke gank. Ame and XCCC are smoked up. This is a 3-man smoke. Very ambitious here. Realizing there's no RP, so maybe they find Toronto Tokyo here. Do they have the damage? They do. Culling Blade is there. Just in time. Meanwhile, Crystal Maiden will get caught here. It's enough damage. The Horn Toss is there. He's dead. But now Collapse might be in a little bit of trouble here. What can he do? RP? Nope. It's gonna get canceled by the taunt. Now Monkey King is here. Commits the ultimate. He has BKB. But XIA08, he has no root. He might have to BKB here, but a little bit afraid. And he's gonna go for the TP out. Can he get some procs? Not enough. He'll just get out. So the Radiant strike back here. Killing Toronto Tokyo, Collapse, and Y there. And losing absolutely nobody. They also forced the BKB on Monkey King here too. Toronto Tokyo now going for the BKB after the Manta. This is like a classic combo, like Magnus Void. Void just benefits from Empower really well because he's a slow farmer by nature, so getting that Empower accelerates your farm a lot. But then the big thing you have to deal with is just Chronosphere plus RP are like some of the biggest, like, I mean, if you're excluding like Black Hole and stuff like that, these are some of the, like, there's also Lasso, I suppose, but like these BKB piercing late game team fight spells make your draft feel like you can win it no matter how bad the game is going. If you get a big Chronosphere, you get a big RP, and it feels very hard when you're playing heroes like Drow Ranger to like play the fights, because like, am I gonna get RP'd? Am I gonna get Chrono with this fight? You gotta play very carefully. Then Collapse goes in onto SCCC. Horn Toss is there. As of now, they don't have any way to break the Horn Toss, so gonna keep getting kills. So I suppose like part of getting this shard, instead of like later in the game, getting it earlier in the game, the better. Because before they can get their BKBs, before they get the 4-step, before they can have like ways to like get out of the Horn Toss, having it online has gotten a bunch of kills already now for Collapse here. Might not be as OP as it was before, but it's still looking pretty damn good. Alright. I'll make the Shadow build. Blade, sorry, and then Manta Style is online. Such a great Manta game. A really good item selection here from Toronto, Tokyo. You got the Sky Silence, you've got the Ember Chain, you got the Drow Silence, you've got the Root. There's so many good things that you can use this Manta for. And there's like no real hard lockdown outside of the Axe Call, so that's all he really has to worry about for now. As Monkey King gets caught, SCCC just doesn't know where the monkey is, guesses incorrectly. Horn Toss is there. He pops the Illusion Rune. Still goes back. And there, perfectly. Onto Ame. They got it. Monkey King, he drops the ultimate. Ame will go down. As there's an RP in the back here hitting two heroes. But Dark Magu will get the kill here. Faith Beyond in a little bit of trouble. He will burn down. Dark Magu has gotten a triple kill with his BKB reveal. But meanwhile, on the front line, I guess we'll call it, another triple kill goes to Toronto, Tokyo, as the Monkey King assists him in that one. So, 4 die for the Radiant, 3 for the Dire, 2k net worth advantage. All big team fight ultimates were used, and Toronto, Tokyo soaring ahead in net worth this game on his position 1 basis Void. I do wonder why he's playing carry this game and not mid, and not just letting Monkey play carry Monkey versus like the Axe. But either way, he's feeling like some Faces Void carry, if you know what I'm saying. Probably lost like 5 games in a row to Void carry, and he's like, F this, guys. I'm gonna play some Void. This hero's brain dead. SCCC farming the wave. Collapse. Didn't even use the Horn Toss as it was on cooldown. Goes back. Monkey King gets slow. They get a return kill. Meanwhile, Y is going to channel the ultimate here, as well as a Death Ward. And Dark Magu is going to go in. Monster kill for the Ember Spirit. Really well played by him. Missed the BKB for that kill, but well worth it. As that Death Ward appeared to be tickling him. Chrono is up in 5 seconds. RP is available. Collapse empowering Toronto, Tokyo here to move forward on the map. Probably can't do Roche, no lifesteal. Getting a quick D ward there. Shard is available for the Void. Collapse is looking for more, and I think he'll find the Sky. Force Staff is available. It looks like Sky will just admit defeat and die. The real question for me this game is, what can Ame do to get back in this game, right? Dark Magu is having a great game. Can't really ask for more from your mid Ember Spirit this game. SCCC just needs to hit his stuns, and Ame needs to do the damage. And Ame decides he's gonna go for a Silver Edge, which is good. It's just a good damage item. Like, the break is okay, right? Like, you can break Monkey King passive, you can break Bash, but that's not really like why he's buying it. It's just because, you know, the build-up is damage. You can be invisible for longer because the cooldown goes down as you upgrade it. It has like a Chrysalis in the recipe, so you just start getting crits. Just a top tier item for the hero. You'll see that he isn't building a BKB because he realizes BKB is not going to help him that much this game. There's Faces Void, Magnus. He's really got to like kill them within like an Axe Call or a Chain during one of the disables. But the disables is very limited, so I feel like SCCC has a really hard task ahead of him. Because like even if he calls the Void, right, and Ame starts laying into him, now you got to worry about Collapse just like jumping on the Drow and bring him into the void. And if you don't kill the void within one stun, which their damage is quite limited without Ame, it's hard. And the same problem if they jump Magnus. And then Toronto Tokyo, oh, rare miss there from Collapse here, missing Skewer back. BKBs are used from the Ember Spirit and the Monkey King. Dark Magoo's gonna go in. Baits a Death Ward, and there's a Chronosphere in the back here. It looks like Toronto Tokyo has found Ame in the back here. And there's the RP. Gets a double kill for Collapse here, hitting 3 people with that RP. Beautiful, and we're kind of just discussing the problems at hand here. For Ame, you gotta worry about getting chronoed, you gotta worry about getting RP'd. Because you know they're both looking, if you find the Void, you're gonna get RP'd. If you find the Magnus, you're gonna get chronoed. So somehow, you gotta find both of them. And it's a very difficult task. I would be stressing out a lot here if I was playing this Drow Ranger. On like how to play these team fights. And especially, like, your best avenue for success here would to get an Aegis. That way you can tank one of them and deal with the other. But now, looks like SCCC will get pushed backwards here with Collapse Magnus. Too strong. You can't just show like that when you're playing against a Magnus with the Shard. You just can't do it. Toronto Tokyo going for the Eye of Scotty, a really good purchase against Drow Ranger. When you're buying Scotty versus ranged heroes, it has, like, double effectiveness. On the attack speed slow and the movement speed slow. XIA08 trying his best to just hold this tower. He will blink out, but Toronto Tokyo's not done. Jumps in, instant bashes him, like 3-shots him. Rough. Dark Magoo trying his best to carry this game. Sitting at 13-3. Impressive scoreboard for him. Looking at the others, because XIA08 unfortunately at 0-12 this game. SCCC 7-8. Ame 2-3, not really find much. 13-3 for Dark Magoo. And Skywrath at 3-9. All right, there's the axe. They go in. They get the kill. It's just the Aegis though. Will they have any follow-up for it? Ame, he goes in, but Manta is available. Faces Void goes in. Ame, right-clicking him hard. He's got another. That was not enough procs, even though I feel like he got a lot there. 12k advantage. Ember dies in the background, actually. What happened there? From the back, Ember goes in. Oh, he just RPs him. Doesn't react fast enough into the buyback from the Ember Spirit. Monkey King will use his ultimate to try and zone. As Ember got stuck on the high ground here, role-playing Arteezy, and he's just stuck there for 5 more seconds here. He can't really do anything about this. As Ame continues to chase the Monkey King. The Monkey King gets out. This hero, once you get into the trees, very difficult to punish. A good Drow game is a good Drow game, right? And to me, this just isn't a good Drow game. So it's gonna be difficult. This isn't a hero that you can just pick every single game and like be like, oh, this is OP. Like Faceless Void, for example, right? You pick Void every game and you're like, oh, at least if I chrono summon, I get a lot of farm, I'm gonna have some impact. But when you're playing against a lot of jumps, like a Mag, who has a Shard, Faceless Void, you know, his Shard as well, the reach on his Time Walk and Chronosphere are pretty huge. And even Monkey King, who can just like jump around the trees and have the long-range Boundless Strike. It's very, very difficult, where I think Drow needs another source of damage, so she can really just come into the fights like really late, like 3 to 4 seconds after the fight has even started. Type of late. Maybe a Blink Dagger is needed too, so like you gotta do some real big outplay stuff, right? Like maybe Blink Dodge a Chronosphere with fast fingers. It's definitely not easy. That's all I'm getting at. Like Ame's route to success here is very, very difficult, but maybe he can do it. I think many people regard him as probably the best carry player in the world, I'd imagine. I don't think many people would argue with that. Meanwhile, they will find XIA08 yet again. XIA08 will go down. But they found the Monkey King in return. There's the Chronosphere. It missed Ame. Maybe this is the opportunity they've been looking for. Ame comes in. They'll get a kill. Toronto Tokyo being able to escape as he gets out. So that was like the situation. There's a dream scenario there for Ame here. He saw Magnus commit to killing XIA08 for his 13th death, right? So there's no skewer, no horn toss. Is that what it's called? I keep getting messed up. Yeah, horn toss. And then just barely dodges the Chronosphere too, right? Just out of range. But meanwhile, there's an RP. He's gonna horn toss him back right away. Meanwhile, Dark Magoo, he just goes back immediately. I think Collapse may have just got Toronto Tokyo killed here. And then Ame goes into the base, and there's no buybacks now for the Dire. What just happened in this game? I think I just, like, you know, the caster curse? Like, this is... It is real, this game. I was just talking about how hard of a game this is for Ame, then everything goes perfectly for Ame within, like, 1 minute afterwards. And now, the Radiant has taken an entire set of barracks, going for the throne. 60 seconds remaining here, as the supports from Dire are trying to desperately hold on to this game. A throne call has been made. All right, SCCC goes in. Glyph has been used. Faith Beyond, getting low. Skyrath dies in the back. Both supports, is this game just over or what? What's happening here? Monkey King in a lot of trouble as well. Oh, but there's an Orchid on the Monkey King. Okay, Root has been used, Taunt is there. Monkey King goes down to a buyback as well. This is a huge throw from the Dire here. As Ame, against all odds, is just going straight for the throne now. Is this game just over?
Not so fast.
All right, throne's dying. Monkey King actually just got buyback money. But Collapse is going to take one hero into the fountain. All right, throne is exposed. Ame's going for the W here. Oh no, Ame decides it is time to get out. But is it too late? Toronto Tokyo is back. Ancient is exposed. As Collapse takes another hero into the fountain. He tries to get out, but Chronosphere is there. And it looks like Toronto Tokyo will kill the Ember Spirit here. So it's a reverse throw here. This game is getting wild. Ultra wild, as Dire's throne is now exposed. The game is completely even at 35 minutes into the game here. Now there's 70 seconds with no Ember Spirit on the field here. Any buybacks? Let's check out the buyback status. All right, Ame has buyback, Collapse has buyback, XIA08 has buyback, and Y has buyback. But Toronto Tokyo does not have buyback. So just like that, Dire Squad has retaliated, and it's one Midrax to the other Midrax. The throne has so much more armor now. So it is very difficult to just like backdoor thrones now. It is exposed, but I'm not really too worried. I don't think the damage on Radiant is enough to deal with that. Meanwhile, Collapse yet again. We'll find SCCC. We'll just RP him, instantly kill him out. BKB has been used. Shrink goes down as well. They made the jump immediately because Ember Spirit was still dead. So no RP for 100 seconds, but no axe for 65. Well worth it. As they wait for next Roshan, as Monkey King turns into Roshan here. A fun little trick. Just that, just for fun. Maybe if you want to intimidate your allies, it could be good. Monkey King Orchid. This is a very poor Monkey King. He is very poor. But it doesn't matter. It's all about the team fight at this point. This item, Refresh Orb on Faceless Void, is going to be huge. Collapse also opting for Refresh Orb. Double down on the team fight, as they should. I think that's going to make the game even more stressful, as I am yet again cursing the Dire here. For Ame, playing this Drow Ranger, playing against 2 RPs and 2 Chronospheres that they really want to connect on Ame. That's all I know for a fact here. They really want to kill Ame. And Ame trying to retaliate with a little bit of a butterfly. Good damage, a little decent defense. Dark Mago bought a Desolator. Did he buy that because they were trying to kill the throne? I think that's what he did. I don't think he particularly wanted this item. I think he was just trying to throne and end the game. So now he's got a Desolator. Very interesting. Possibly regretting that choice now because I know he had an Aghanim Scepter queued up, which works much better with Kaya and Sange than a Desolator does. So a little unfortunate there that they couldn't end the game there with that Desolator purchase. And for the Axe, we don't really have much going on here. XIA08, same thing. Nothing... He's not close enough to anything impactful for the next, like, at least 15 minutes, I'd say. Sky, same story. Supports, Wraith Pact coming online soon. Could make a difference if you can't kill it fast enough. Luckily, Drow is a really good hero against Wraith Pact, usually out of the AoE / can just kill the Wraith Pact from a distance. Faith Beyond, Blink Dagger queued up. Maybe he'll go Ags instead. Maybe he'll go Lotus Orb. He has the Plate Mail. Not sure. We'll have to wait and see. And Collapse actually went back for the BKB. It looks like that'll be Roshan. Refresher orb completed for Toronto Tokyo on the Faceless Void here. Horn toss attempted here. Trying to find, I think, XIA08. Just a random stab in the dark. Alright, there's a call immediately. BKB used as well. They will kill Toronto Tokyo just once. Beautiful call there from SCCC. As Toronto Tokyo goes in, BKB was forced by Ame here. A little scared, and then there goes the Chronosphere. There's one more available. Ame's just gonna right-click into him, but there's a secondary Chronosphere. They found Ame. Butterfly's online. Will it keep him alive? Can this butterfly keep him up? No, it cannot. He will go down. 94 seconds. No Ame here. As the double Chronosphere is too much to deal with. Dark Mago dies, but he comes back immediately with the buyback. Gets 1 kill, 2 kills. He finds the Monkey King now. And that's the 3rd kill. Monkey King has no buyback. You're gonna have to get out now. Oh, that was super close. If Toronto Tokyo would have died there, he would have had no buyback. And that potentially could have ended in a throne rush. But probably not, because Drow is dead. But you never know. The Desolator on the Ember. Be good. People are tipping Dark Mago here from LGD here. Maybe a fan of his play there. But Dark Mago is really trying his best to keep his team in the game here. Oh, meanwhile, the skewer back. RP is used. Dark Mago is here, but can they save him? No. Collapses, uses BKB. Not sure for what. But SCCC definitely overextends quite a bit there and will fall. I must say though, this game is wild. It's a roller coaster of a game. A very close game and a very fun game to watch as well. Especially because we all just watched True Sight, right? Got the feels, the vibes. Especially seeing Collapse play some Magnus right before the next TI. Watching True Sight Part 2 here with Ame losing yet again to Collapse Magnus. Maybe he's having some PTSD here. But why and Faith Beyond being like, damn. Maybe you should play some Magnus, Faith. This looks good. As they go onto the Faceless Void, forces the BKB. Chronosphere used, but dodged really quick by Dark Mago there. Brilliant play there. Keeping his team in the game. Meanwhile, XIA08 just feeds in the back line here. I think gets an overgrowth off, but not much. 16 deaths for that man. Happens when you plus 5 sometimes. Goes in. One more slight. And it's beautiful. This man plays one hell of an Ember Spirit. I'll give you that. Axe goes in. Finds Collapse here. Gets the dunk. He will die. Pushes him back with the Havoc Hammer. As Void goes in, refreshes. Misses the Ember Spirit yet again. He's been spotted here. Somebody give Dark Magu a raise. This man is on fire. Quite literally. Dodges 2 Chronospheres in one single fight. This man plays one hell of an Ember Spirit. And he's actually switched to the Daedalus build now. He did have Blink Dagger queued up, realizing that he has a Desolator, turning his build into some weird hybrid Kaya Sage Maelstrom into hard damage with Deso and Daedalus. At the end of the day, it's all damage. Just very unconventional. Throne is exposed. Toronto Tokyo. No Chronospheres. Oh, they get Toronto Tokyo with the call. SCCC. Beautiful. 2 buybacks. Toronto Tokyo and Collapse both buyback. RP is used. They will get... Is this the man that they needed? It is indeed. 1 second cooldown on BKB. And he goes down. They got Dark Mago. That pesky Ember Spirit. Dead for 2 minutes now. As Y will pop the smoke, making the call. 2 minutes dead. No Ember Spirit. Let's go. Are they going for the throne? Would I go for throne? I don't know. It's hard. Hard to say. I think they should, personally. Dark Magu has been just, like, too important. But Toronto Tokyo can't just hit the throne either, actually. You bait your Monkey King. He has buyback. I think that's the correct play. You bait your Monkey King. If he gets called Blade Meld, he's dead. He's just fucking dead. There's no RP. So SCCC should just go. Go, 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 go. This man has no buy. What are you waiting for? Alright, now the Monkey King ult is down. It's a little more difficult. Go, my dude. Alright. He doesn't see what I see. Now he goes in. He gets a 4-man call here. Okay, maybe I was the one wrong here. They end up killing the CM. CM buys back. But Void in the background now has Chrono available. We'll go on to Ame. Any detections? No detection. Invincibility is there. As Y sells items to buy boots of travel, they really want to end right now. Ame goes in. Trying to kill Y. This will be a dieback from Y. All right. Ame is just like right-clicking here, knowing he has buyback. There it is. They'll use it. As another Chrono's been used, he misses. He actually misses this time. He hits the Skywrath, but that's about it. Just on the edge here. All right, Toronto Tokyo trying to go in here. That's Ame. Oh, look who's back. Big boy Ember Spirit is back. BKB is used. Y will die. No buyback. The big healer will be Toronto Tokyo if they can get him. Oh, he has a Maledict on him. He's in trouble. He might be dead unless he can dodge the tick. He does not. He goes down 102nd with no Dark Mago here. Now, Ame against 3. What can they do? Assault Kuros on the Witch Doctor. I was thinking Lotus Orb, but AC is up. Throne is exposed. Surely you can't defend this one. Surely you can't defend this one. Can you, Ame? He gets stunned immediately. 4 staffs backwards. Gets the Monkey King. Monkey King is dead. XIA08 is there. He pops. The overgrowth here. Throne is low. Oh no. They're doing it. They're actually defending the throne here. This is probably one of the most epic games I've seen in a very, very long time. Like, screw pro matches. This game is actually more interesting than any pro match I've seen recently. If I were to recommend one video to watch of mine, this one's gonna be up there. And I always go blind in these games, just to have like a reaction, an authentic reaction to the game. And damn, this is a good game of Dota 2. At least entertaining, I should say. Maybe not like strategically the best game, but it's a pub game. I usually don't like watch these to give you guys the most strategic like insight, right? Because it's just pub players, you know, they're just chilling. They're probably eating lunch while playing, you know, just showing off good individual skill. Communication, there might be zero communication for all I know in these games. It's just all individual skill and talent. As now, Ame is hitting like a truck, picks up the Aghanim Scepter, which might have an impact in this game. It definitely makes you farm faster. But if 2 heroes are sitting next to each other, it does now splinter, as they call it. Which means it hits 2 units with 1 attack. So you can technically do double damage if 2 units are standing next to each other, which effectively increases your damage by a lot. Alright, Toronto Tokyo has MKB available. Aegis is now an Ame. Both thrones are exposed. So at this point, both teams want to just go for the win and kill the enemy throne. Like, look, you see there's like tier 2 towers respectively. There's like a mirror match this game. 2k net worth advantage is nothing. That's just like money in the bank for some carry. Like, you know, whatever. Game is completely even. Only thing that matters right now is teamfight execution and this mid lane. DD onto Ame, smoke used. Now would be a really good time if they can get something, but it's really hard to start a fight without vision. So I'm sure they're going to be looking for a fight with vision if they can. All right. Dagger is canceled for the axe. Meanwhile, Ember goes in. Buyback available. Oh, they got the axe here. BKB use, call use. They found Collapse here. Does he have buyback? There's no buyback on Collapse. He's dead for 100 seconds. Ame, GD, BKB used. He's stuck in the Chronosphere. Where's the refresher? Did he sell his refresher orb on the Void? I don't know, but either way, he doesn't have another Chronosphere. And Ame will be down for 120 seconds. He's dead. XIA08 in trouble too. He'll go down. Ember has buyback. Dude, I'm gonna have to go back and see if this man actually sold. So like we're at 51. Did he sell his fucking refresh orb? He literally sold his refresh orb so he could have a fucking MKB. Oh my god. I mean, I would question, is that worth it? But it got him the kill. I don't know. It worked out one way or another. And Ame will go down twice here. Five-head gameplay here by Toronto Tokyo. Selling his items to get an MKB. I think it's because the Refresh Orb was on cooldown too, right? So maybe it was actually a 5-head play. Man's a genius. Actually, I have to go back and check that. Like, I need to make sure my facts are correct here. Refresher Orb, 59, 50. All right, Refresher Orb would have been back off cooldown, so never mind. But he didn't know that. This is when one of the teams are gonna win this game. Or can Dark Mago do it again? No BKB, no Chronosphere, no Magnus. Can he buy back and kill them all? Or does Dire realize that it's a little bit difficult to go for the throne now, not knowing the buyback situation, potentially, as you don't get to see buybacks in-game. If you're good enough and you're trying hard enough, you can take the timer, and you can try to remember, as he will instantly refresh here, backpack the Refresh Orb, which no longer puts it on cooldown since the patch, and he will get silenced. Aeon Disc is available, Aeon Disc pops, which means he's doing 0 damage per hit. Glyph is used, Monkey King does a zoning ultimate to try and secure the throne here. They do have a Chronosphere and BKB. They might just BKB and try to end this game here. BKB is used. Toronto Tokyo wants to finish the game. Axe goes in. He's taunted. Chrono hasn't got it. He gets the Chrono off. He's getting low. He's going for the throne. He's rooted. He's rooted in there. The throne is extremely low. Can they break the throne? It's almost down. They got it. Wow. What a back and forth game this one was. But in the end, the Dire squad ends up taking it. For me, MVP of this game, without a doubt, Toronto Tokyo and Collapse. I think Collapse, I'll probably give it to Collapse because he had the most clutch saves. Like, if you go back to like TI and how they won a lot of their games, it was Collapse finding pick off after pick off with his Magnus, with the Horn Toss skewer. You know, his throne was in danger. He skewers in the axe into the fountain while 3 of his heroes are dead. He skewers in the ember into the fountain while 3 of his heroes were dead. It looks like their throne was about to be like annihilated there. So like, just going back and just like re-watching like TI, I kind of want to go back and rewatch some of these TI like Magnus games and be like, damn, this guy is still got it. This is a hero that recently got buffed right before TI. Do you think that's a coincidence? I'm not sure. He's spamming it in pubs. It's looking good here. You're kind of getting the same vibes of like him playing Magnus, and I'm excited for TI. Like, watching these pubs is going to give you a little bit of insights of what heroes are practicing going into TI here. And as you watch these games, you're going to kind of see like the process they're going through and what they're thinking in these pubs, because they're going to translate to TI, because they're practicing for TI. All these heroes they're playing for a purpose and for a reason. And it's really cool to watch this game, to see like the thought process and see how some of these players are performing at the highest level, because all the best players in the world are in Southeast Asia right now competing in these pub games, and they're damn hyped to watch. And that'll be it for this game, guys, and we'll have more coming up all the way up until TI, and then we'll shift on to more of like pro matches to see if we can see any similarities in these pub games to like the pro games, see if we see any overlap in heroes. All right, until next time, see you guys later.